All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Basham Shawa, Howard Katadash, double honors to apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to your elect, which we hope to be. It's your brother Hawaii. Quick lesson for you Negroes, Latinos, Native American Indians, and Israelites better shame and looking like heathens. Spirit bear witness that they're a child of Heavenly Father. In the name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, who the world inly calls Jehovah, God, or Yahweh. In the name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, who is Christos or Yeshua, or Yehoshua. And pretty much when it comes down to it, I was thinking, a lot of these people out here and stuff, guess what? They got that Sky spirit from Lion King. You know what I'm saying? They're envious, they jealous. You know what I'm saying? Uh, uh, something is completely mad. I mean, they going, like these people are completely mad, man. Right? And, I was thinking about when it came down to Yahweh Shai, that, Lion King and Yahweh Shai and stuff, right? Now, when it comes down to Yahweh Shai, he's the wicked of the circumcision was trying to get him killed. So people who knew of the scriptures, what I'm saying, and that scripture already says that they was envious of him. You see? So they what are they doing? They kept trying to assassinate his character, bringing false accusations and whatnot and stuff, you see? You know? And remember, you had children that was there too. You know what I'm saying? Because what the scripture says, it says, let his blood be, it was like crucify him. Let his blood be upon our heads and our children's heads. So they children was there too and stuff. And more than likely going with the flow with the rest of the idiots and stuff, talking about put them to death. What they did was curse themselves and stuff, because them people are still here today. You see? And wow, when it come down to the wicked of the circumcision and stuff, they move the people and stuff to do that and stuff, to be stupid. You know what I'm saying? To make a judgment and stuff without having all the facts. And the thing is that, uh, uh, and that's the scar spirit. Well, not the individuals that they move and stuff, but the ones who's doing the moving, persuading the people. You see, to get your house shot put to death. You see, and the thing is that you have a lot of individuals. You have a lot of individuals out there and stuff where like I was saying before, they got that scar spirit. I know I'm switching between subjects, you know what I'm saying, or two different things that, but Salakia and stuff, they still on the same accord for what I'm referring to. And a lot of these men, women and stuff, they got that scar spirit and stuff, who made you king. Shit, look what happened when it came down to those niggas who came up against Moses. You see? And I believe it's in the book of Exodus and stuff. It's in one of the first 5 books of Moses and stuff. And pretty much Moses asked the Lord to put him to death. You know what I'm saying? Because more than likely and stuff, he knew how niggas were. Man, I don't want to teach these niggas and stuff, because guess what? They gonna have a problem. They gonna have a problem with me and stuff. And the Lord's like, nah, you go out there and do this. You the one I chose to go do this. You know what I'm saying? So you go out there and do the work that I gave you and stuff. Why? Because you should fear me and not the people. You see? I'm using you to, you know, right? And pretty much, you got a lot of people out there and stuff. They got a problem. They got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Forever busybodies, like Apostle Paul says. You see, you know, even if you speak on, you know, like the apostles and the bishops and the elders. What do they say? Uh, 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 you're not, and it's understandable. It's like you're not coming against the men. You're not getting mad at the men that the Lord chose. You know what I'm saying? Because you really coming up against the Lord's word and stuff. He's drawing a line in the sand and stuff, and you all are clearly the motherfuckers who want to go worship the calf. You see, but then when the Lord blesses, you know what I'm saying, or say if you got other people out there and stuff, and they understand and stuff when it comes down to the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's like shit. If you able to understand too, then guess what that means? Then guess what that means? You could be blessed as well. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's a greed thing or something. Because here it is, uh, 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 here it is. What it's like I gotta face this way because of the wind. Because here it is, you all could, get blessed openly as well. But it's like I said, it's a greed thing. You know what I'm saying? I should be the only one. You know, I should be the only one who makes sense. I should be the only one. You see, you know, and it's like it ain't about being numero uno. It's like motherfuckers just hoping that he got a seat on them chariots, so I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and whatnot and stuff. You see, so this ain't no competition. Who's better than the no nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to work out my own salvation with fear and trembling. You see, and the thing is that look what happened when it came down to Scar and Lion King. Mufasa was king, and Scar wanted his position. You see, and what was Scar doing? He was like, shoot, I got to get. Damn, this nigga went ahead and had a fucking son. I got to kill him too. Because he wanted that spot. He wanted the crown. You see, he wanted the crown. You know, and shoot, the way I think about it is, you know, of course they did it like towards the mother thing, but Scar, nah, because Simba would have still been heir. The throne would have been rightfully his before his uncle. You see, that's why they all had to die and whatnot and stuff. When in Scar's eyes and stuff, you see. So even plotting on his own nephew, you know what I'm saying? You see, and and just wanted that position and stuff, and wasn't even fucking fit for it. You see, he wasn't even fit the rule. That's why he wasn't chosen. You see, and when Scar, what he doing? He was sitting up there. It's like Simba go to the. He had rule over the hyenas. You know what I'm saying? Bunch of goofy motherfuckers, like goofy as in silly. You know what I'm saying? And they was foolish. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew better not to touch the land and stuff when it came down to the light. But it's still a so-called animal movie too. The thing is that he had rule over the hyenas and the high and it should say it's like not to bring up the brother's name and whatnot and stuff. You see, but when it comes down to a war, if what's true when it comes down to the stories, if what's true when it comes down to the stories was not to bring up old shit, but I just want to make a point on this. If what's true that he wanted to be the head of Mississippi GMS camp, you know what I'm saying? If that's true, you know what I'm saying? What happened? Guess what? He got his own following now. He a head of a camp. He is not co-head. He's not second in command. He first in command. You see? And guess what Scar had? Scar had, and I'm talking about the mentality and stuff, you know what I'm saying, right? Scar had, he ruled, because everybody know that movie, I mean that song, Be Prepared, you see, right? And here it is, you saw all those fucking hyenas that he had? He was king. He was king over something, you see? But he wasn't satisfied with his portion and whatnot and stuff, you see? And what else does that show? What else does that show? That shows King Saul, man. You see, you know, you know, and then Mufasa wasn't trying to sit here and and check Scar and whatnot and stuff, just to embarrass him. You know, yeah, I'm finna make fun of you, like how Thomas Parker, no, Thomas, what's his name? Uh, Thomas Potter from from damn, what is that? What is that? Yeah, from Harry Potter, the movie Harry Potter. Thomas Potter and stuff Harry Potter found out that the reason why Snape was on his ass so much and stuff was because his father was bullying him. That's not what's being done here. You see, you know, when it comes down to this truth, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and you know, people that just you know, for those who's within this category, because if you ain't this stuff, you sure shouldn't be putting your feet in them shoes, man. You see, unless you purposely trying to get irritated and stuff, so you can be justified or think you so you can bring up some satanic justification just to do something to somebody and stuff. You see, you know, which is wicked as hell, bro. But when it comes down to it, uh, um, uh, uh, you know, a lot of people, you know, when it comes down to it and stuff, you know, everybody has their portions. You see, and you can't get mad for a portion that the Lord has seen fit for another individual. You see, you need the scripture says, work out your own salvation. You're not gonna, you know, I mean, you know, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So the thing is that you all got to do your own work. And guess what? Nobody can cut between that. Yahweh Shai said that he is the door and no man can open or shutteth. You see? And what does that mean? That means that nobody can step in and start what you're doing. You see? You can stay hired for your Howard Shine stuff, and you don't have to worry about anybody trying to get you fired. You know what I'm saying? Except for yourself if you don't want to continue doing the work. You see? Right? But these people out here, you do the work, and it's like, man, you know, why he had to get hired and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, worry about your own self. That's what you do. You see? Stop worrying about others and stuff. Look, hey, guess what? If you working too, then guess what? Here go the occupation. Here go your job description. You know what I'm saying? You know, because even if you're not a prophet, an apostle, a teacher, an evangelist, you know what I'm saying, right? Even if you're not, or a judge, even if you're not, even if those occupations ain't that and stuff, but yet you a believer, guess what? The work that you have put on for yourself is that, guess what? You got to maintain righteousness and stuff because you getting tempted. Like I do this one vehicle that I see all the time. It says all tempt. You know what I'm saying? You know, and the first thing that comes to mind is that you're gonna be tempted, you know, on all angles. You know what I'm saying? It's a I think it's like your heating and cooling company. You know what I'm saying? You know, right? That I guess deal with central air and whatnot. So it's all temperatures and stuff. You know, all temp. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at all temptation and stuff you see on every side. And guess what? You, for individuals and stuff who are not teachers, but you followers, you build up in the scriptures and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? It's still a job description for you. You know what I'm saying? Be holy as I am holy. You see? But guess what? The devil seeketh who he may devour, and like a roaring lion. You see? Like, you know, I probably butchered this like you see, but it's First Peter 5:8. You see? And the thing is that, you know, you got your own portion and stuff that you got to maintain and whatnot and stuff, you see? And then and I guess what it will be, I guess, will be, you know, speaking as a man, it will be a individual trying to be a super duper Israelite and stuff, you see? Or you know what it could be? It could be vain fucking glory, man. It could be vain glory. I want to be looked upon as numero uno and whatnot and stuff. And that shit ain't gonna save you, bro. That shit could get you destroyed. That shit will get you destroyed. You see? You know? You know, and pretty much don't have that Scar from Lion King spirit and stuff, because that's a whole ass nigga spirit, man. That's a whole ass nigga. You see? You see? So I'm gonna get this. This is John 8 and 54, because this is exactly what we doing. You see? Yahushua said if we do the same works he doing stuff, guess what? You gonna go through the same trouble as well. You see? You know, you had those two brothers, you know what I'm saying, of Zebedee, I believe. And it was like, one came to Yahushua and was like, can you set my sons on your right and your left hand? And Yahushua was like, that ain't my power to do so and stuff. You see? But can they drink up this cup? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, you most definitely gonna drink up this cup. And what's the cup of affliction? The stuff you gonna go through, you know what I'm saying, by doing this work. You see? You know? You're gonna go through things and stuff by doing this work and whatnot and stuff. People are gonna be seeking to kill you. People are gonna be irritated of your presence. You know what I'm saying? You know, people are gonna be not just, well, presence is the same thing and stuff, but I'm just gonna bring out another word and stuff. People are gonna be upset with your existence. You see? You know, people are gonna, and that, Ecclesiastes 1:9. There's nothing new underneath the sun. You see, right? So, so the thing is that, you had pretty much these people who complain and stuff. They're the same spirits from back then and stuff. You see, you know, it says in First Corinthians 14 and 32, I believe. Yeah, 14 and 32. I mean 13. No, 14 and 32. It says the spirit of a prophet is subject to a prophet. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean? If you was a prophet in the past, then guess what? You're gonna be a prophet today. You see? You know? Or whenever and stuff that the Lord wakes you up and stuff, you see, right? And if that's the case and stuff, guess what? The prophet killers and stuff are going to be around as well. You see, you know, you see, making clean the outside cup and stuff, but inwardly they ravenous wolves and whatnot. What did the wicked Pharisees, Sadducees, priests, lawyers, and scribes do and stuff? They sought for Yahushua's death. They try to get him killed. They try to use the word. They brought false accusations against him and saying that he was pretty much going off in the word and stuff for other people that was zealous for the word to put them to death. You see? And guess what? Them same spirits here. And guess what? They don't have to necessarily be a teacher. You see? You know? They could be an individual who know the word and whatnot and stuff, but ain't going out there teaching. Wouldn't even dare set their foot out there. They wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it. Why? Because they got the Jeremiah 2 and 33. They trimmed their ways to seek love. They worried about what their boss would say and stuff if they boss saw them out there. They worried about what their friends would say if their friends saw them out there. They're worried about what their family would say and stuff if their family saw them out there and stuff, prophesying the word, especially if they can see that their family and their friends and their boss and their co-workers and stuff is completely against it. But once again, it ain't none of their fucking business. You see? You see? Lock it. It ain't even their business. Man. It's like if it cut off. But they I mean, it's opportunity is open for them to be able to do what they want to, do when it come down to this word. You know what I'm saying? Apostle Har always saying this stuff. If he'll compliment on the comment board and he'll sit up here and be like, look, a lot of you all need to be going out there teaching this stuff, but they don't want to do that because they still one foot in the world and one foot in the truth. You know what I'm saying? They looking for a gray area that they can stay in and whatnot and stuff. And the Lord like, no, I'm not looking for no fake motherfucker like that. I'm looking for somebody who's real. You see? I'm going to make sure that you good and whatnot and stuff when it comes down to the different things that you're going to come across, you know what I'm saying, for doing this work and stuff. But you got to be true. You can't be halfway in and halfway out and stuff just so you could, you know, have a foot in the world and have a foot in the truth. You know, you can't do that, man. You know, because you worried about what somebody will say or what your family gonna think and whatnot and stuff. Look, let let's just say this. Nah, you know what? I'm gonna leave that alone. So look, this is John 8, 54. Yahweh shall answer, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing. It is my Father that honoreth me, of whom ye say that he is your power. You see, right? So Yahweh shall one sitting up here, it's like, oh, I know this. I got the whole measure of faith. And you don't. He wasn't doing that, man. He wasn't lifting himself up with pride, as it says in 1 Corinthians 8:1. You see, that knowledge puffed it up. He wasn't being puffed up because he knew what he had to go through. He knew that I'm gonna have to die for these niggas. And guess what? Yahweh Shai had prayed that he got out that jail, and the Lord was like, "Nah, you don't do this." But guess what? He got the ultimate prize. Ain't nobody finna get the same as Yahweh Shai. You see, he got the ultimate prize. You know what I'm saying? And all we gotta do is settle for what the Lord said that He gonna give us. And what's it say? It's in Corinthians. It says, he that soweth sparingly shall reap sparingly, but he that soweth abundantly shall reap abundantly. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? That goes into our own work. You see, you ain't finna snatch and steal somebody else's progress here. You see, you know, or somebody's title or somebody's enlistment and stuff within the book of life. You're not doing that. You see? And you got and the Lord glorified Yahweh Shai in these niggas' faces and stuff, and all it did was make them angrier and angrier and angrier. You know what I'm saying? You see? You know? And you know, he died for it. He was the, you know, he was a martyr for it. You know what I'm saying? You know, but the thing is that what are these people really getting bent out of shape? Apostle Haj's favorite scripture in Revelation, the 3rd chapter and stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you lukewarm, Hebrews 4:12 clearly says that if you speak about this word and whatnot and stuff, or if you speak this word and stuff, guess what's going to happen? If somebody is guilty in a matter and stuff, guess what? It's going to show. It's going to show. Big ass, fat, motherfucking dogs be more fit than your ass. Shalakia. So this is verse 55, and it said, yet ye have not known him. It says, but I know him. You see, and we know the Lord. You know, and it's like the people are jealous, so they mad and stuff because we know him. And guess what? It's equal opportunity and stuff for them to get to know him. But it's like, man, I want to be. You know, they pretty much what they want to do is just add a whole bunch of years and experience and stuff. It's a click of a button stuff. This the Matrix, but it ain't the Matrix if you get what I'm saying. You ain't finna just get experience and understanding and stuff right off the rip. Now the Lord can increase you like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because we all attain some sort of experience. We all attain some sort of experience and stuff when it comes down to doing this work. You see, I mean, or even, you know, situations when it comes down to the past. You know what I'm saying? When you was in the world and whatnot, before you heard this truth and whatnot, we all went through some things, you know what I'm saying, that caused us to become yet wiser. You see, right? And the thing is that you come in this word, you know, guess what? You're gonna have a lot of people and stuff who gonna be on that and stuff because your portion is you know what? Look, your one man, you know, one man's, I mean, you never know who is who in the spirit and whatnot and stuff. So one man's portion might be higher than the other. You see? You see? You know, when it comes down to Apostle Paul, when it comes down to his works and stuff, he did more works than the 12. You see? But guess what? He's still gonna be number 13. The 13th apostle of the Gentiles. You see? He's still gonna be number 13, and he did more work. And it's not about how much work you do and stuff. It's whoever it's about if the Lord positions you and stuff to be in that position or not. Like you can still obtain the understanding and stuff. All you gotta do is pray for it. You see? You see? All you gotta do is pray for it. That's all you gotta do. You know what I'm saying? You know? What do you think? You know, if there were certain things, I'm gonna say for me, right? If there was something that I couldn't understand, guess what? I get scared. I get scared, and the first thing I do and stuff is I pray to the Lord. You see? It wouldn't happen on my time, and most of the time, it'll either happen right then and there, or it would happen, or it would happen and stuff out of nowhere. You know, I'm reading, I pray and stuff. Can I understand this, understand that? And I wouldn't just be sitting there on hours. I would still do my regular studies and continue reading and whatnot, daily reads, and you know, I would do that, and yet and yet uh uh yet uh you know, on a totally different subject and stuff of what I was praying for to get understanding on, and the next, you know, I'll probably read over it again, right? Or maybe I'll be in that chapter and stuff, doing to sit down like I'm doing right now and stuff, right? And I'll sit up here and be, you know, it'd be I read over it and whatnot and stuff, and it's gonna be like, man, this description and stuff that I still couldn't understand and whatnot and stuff, but then it would dawn, it would just come out of nowhere and stuff, and then I understand it. So then my prayer got heard and stuff. That's what I do. You see, and the scripture says to do it. You know, I hate to be an individual where it's like a broken. No. Actually, I don't. It's that broken record spirit and stuff where the same things being said, because this is what needs to be addressed, because this is the energy within the earth. A lot of people ain't just having complete hatred. A lot of people get jealousy and envy. You know what I'm saying? You see, because they expect themselves to be here and to be there. You know what I'm saying? Or they want to outshine somebody and stuff. And that's not what it's about. You see? You know, I'm gonna tell you this. Like when it comes down to the brother Mike Kai, I don't know if he doing his own thing and stuff. Hopefully he is. But if he the one who brought me in the truth. He the one who brought me the great millstone at that. Really, it was the Lord. That's where the credit need to go. But Yahweh Shai, or how about you, Shai had used the brother Mike Kai and stuff to bring me in. So, you know, so pretty much what happened was that me and him, I always loved a challenge when it came down to Tekken. You see, I don't know the moves. I play, I don't know the moves and the different counteracts and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it just be a test of wits and stuff, even if you're limited to certain things. And I just love it, right? I just love it. And Kazuya is my man for real. I like Kazuya. Say what you want to say and stuff. Kazuya has a devil version and stuff, and you a demon, man. Fuck you, nigga. Right? So, anyways, it's like this. It's like this. Uh, he, you know, every time that I sat up there and boasted, which the scripture says, boasting Yahweh Shai in the glory of Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Every time I boasted and stuff, I got whooped. You see, I always got whooped and whatnot and stuff. You see, but every time I didn't boast and he boasted and stuff, he lost the match. And the main matchup that was just raw was between Kazuya, because Steve is raw too, but Steve, I think what is his name, Steve Fox, but well, and yeah, I mean, whoever you know how to play with like that and stuff, you just know how to play with. But the main people that we will use, I will use Kazuya and he will use Fame. You see, from Tekken, what was it, Tekken Tag Team? You know what I'm saying? You know, right? And then somebody in the past and stuff, you know what I'm saying? His name was Tony. You know what I'm saying? You know, but I'm gonna start right there. I ain't gonna go any further and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Well, the thing is that he loved Tekken too. He loved Tekken and stuff, and we'll just go at it for hours and whatnot and stuff. You see, right? Because really, I was a friend of his stepson and stuff. But the thing is that he, that he loved Tekken, and yeah, it's probably an older version and stuff. But who cares? A good battle is a good battle. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, the thing is that it would happen the same way. I boasted, and next you know I lose, right? But then when he boasted, and really it would be a lure and stuff. It really would be a supplant and stuff to really it'd be a supplant, just to play the game and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it'll still be a boast at the same time. And the thing is that when he boasted and stuff, he lost. You know, he lost, learning all the different moves and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? He's more techie and stuff, and the moves and the combos and knowing how, and then he was into jujitsu. You know what I'm saying? And people who love that life, who love that, that fighting life and whatnot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just love a good battle and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm down Mary Lane and stuff. But the thing is that uh, 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 stuff was gained. You know what I'm saying? Stuff was worked on. Stuff was studied. You know what I'm saying? Just to gain a certain level of experience and stuff and understanding when it comes down to this word and stuff. What Brother Jeremiah would say, GMS, teach what was taught. You know what I'm saying? For this word and stuff, we go through blood, sweat and tears, man. You see, we go through, we put in the work. You see, and you got upstarts who find, they hear something, you know, and they probably study the scriptures and look, ain't nobody sitting up there, uh, 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 ain't nobody sitting up there, you know, bagging you and stuff when it comes down to, saying anything toward, saying anything bad towards you about learning the scriptures. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But the thing is that a lot of you all don't even have the experience. You see, and all you trying to do, you saw how it was. You saw how it was, how men looked up to you, what power you have. Hey, hold on, grab that, whoop, 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 whoop. You know what I'm saying? You know how other men looked at you, how women looked at you, how they wooed you, how you just got a whole bunch of haters and whatnot and stuff, and you all want that vibe. It's not really about the scriptures. You all want that vibe. You want the crown, but you don't want the responsibility. You see, you don't want that. You know, because then you will actually know what's more important and stuff to get in the glory. Don't you know the higher you get and stuff, the more demons that come after you? You see? And a lot of you all in that proud spirit and stuff, like you finna fight your way to the kingdom and stuff. Hey, your fighting's supposed to be in your mind and stuff, but a lot of you niggas are carnal, man. You want to be known like how you known in the streets or in the hood and stuff. He known for knocking niggas out and stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being known amongst the heavens and stuff, that's my boy right there. Or that's my girl right there. Because it's only two genders. And you can't flip the other one and stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know? And then for anybody that want to sit up here, oh, that's a personal attack against the transgenders and stuff. The transgenders are attacking themselves. They're in fucking denial. They know what they was created as. You see? So if they want to get offended, but that's their choice that they want to change over to the other one and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Hey, they attacking themselves. Because guess what's going to happen? Their actions is going to cause Lord to kill them. Because they want to live differently than he said he wanted them to live. So stop that bullshit. You're transphobic. Man, get the fuck up out of here, man. You see? But anyways, this is John 8:55. It said, "Yet ye have not known him." It says, "But I know him. And if I should say I know him not, I shall be a liar, like unto you." It says, "But I know him and keep his saying." It says, "Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day, and he saw it, and it was glad and was glad." It says, "This said the Jews unto him, Thou art not yet 50 years old, and hast thou seen Abraham?" He did. Those individuals who came and Abraham was praying for Lot to escape. You know what I'm saying? Because he knew that judgment, through the spirit, he knew that judgment was going to happen to Sodom and Gomorrah, and he knew that Lot went in that area. That was Yahweh Shai with two other angels. You see? Right? And it says, verse 58, it says, "Yahweh Shai said unto them, Verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am." You see? And meaning he was Adam. Verse 50, because Yahweh Shai understood reincarnation. Verse 59, it says, "Then took they up stones to cast at him, but Yahweh Shai hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by." You see? You know? He was getting out that jam. That sound like spiritual powers. You see? He in the midst of y'all and whatnot and stuff, and y'all couldn't see who he was. You see? And he was getting out that jam. They wanted to kill Yahweh Shai. They casted up stones. They picked up stones so they can kill Yahweh Shai just because they didn't fucking understand. That's not his fault. That is not Yahweh Shai's fault that you can't fucking understand. You see? And guess what? There's a lot of individuals out there, they can't understand. So guess what? They trying to get you whooped. They trying to get you jumped. They trying to get you killed. Trying to get you shot. Complaining to the people that they know that's going to take their side. And a lot of you all are one-sided in judgment, which I need to do that sit down again. A lot of you all is because something happened, but a lot of you all are one-sided in judgment and stuff, and y'all go to the right people and stuff who's going to hear your side, and instead of going, no, y'all know who to go to. I'm gonna say that. I ain't gonna say you going to the right people. You know what I'm saying? But you know what to say to them and whatnot and stuff, so they can agree with you and stuff. When whole time you the one who wrong, and you won't go to the right individual and stuff who gonna be like, look, tell me everything, whoop de whoop, so they can really just sit down and tell your ass, it's like, nah, you jealous of this person, you envious of this person, you wish you was in his shoes. You see? And I'm gonna say in his shoes and stuff in a certain area. You see? In a certain area and stuff, because you already know it's like, man, he don't got this, he don't get that, and whoop de woo and stuff. And guess what? That's gonna make them even more look like fools and look silly as hell, because it's like, well, if this man don't got anything, if he don't got anything and he don't got this, that, and the third and stuff, then why the fuck is you on his back so much? You know what I'm saying? Because they jealous of the spirit, and guess what? You can't buy this. You see? You got to work this out for yourself, and the Lord got to give it to you. You see? And guess what? The Lord will give it to you openly. Ain't no reason to be jealous of the portion of somebody else when you can gain it. The Lord can probably have it where you surpass the individual. You see? But it ain't about that. It's about doing his work, doing what he says, you know what I'm saying, and being obedient and whatnot and stuff, and hoping that he chose your ass. You see? Because you could be a high-level motherfucker and stuff who have all this knowledge and whatnot and stuff, but if the Lord didn't choose you and stuff, you ain't on them ships. You ain't going to be on them ships at all. You see? It was also another time when it came down to Yahweh Shai, where he was defending another individual, and no, he was speaking in parables. It's like it's hard to hear because of the wind. He was speaking in parables, and he's speaking in parables, and they was seeing it spiritually and stuff, and it's like, You know what? I think this motherfucker talk because they had the spite against the Lord, Yahweh Shai and stuff. You know what? I think this motherfucker. I think he's talking about me. And Pastor Hart, he always say, you know, when it comes up, he says of how he'll bring out Revelations 3:15, I believe. You know what I'm saying? The lukewarm scripture and whatnot. And he can just see it in the spirits. Motherfuckers, they get cut or their response be all snippy and whatnot. You know, well, that's because you're guilty. But when it comes down to that guilty and stuff, you know what I'm saying? You don't use wisdom. Damn, that shit hurt. And maybe, you know what I'm saying? You know, maybe I am lukewarm. I need to change that because I don't like how that felt. Nah, you niggas don't do that. Y'all be, I don't like what he's saying. I think he talking about me. So therefore, what I'm gonna do is that I'm finna do something to him. But that's a bitch ass spirit, man. That's that scar spirit from Lion King. You see? How you gonna get mad that he king and you not? Man, how come all the classics and stuff you gotta pay for them hoes on YouTube, man? These are the things just ain't free. But it's always the classes and that and stuff, right? But that's the thing, man. You know, a lot of these niggas got that scar ass spirit. And for you ladies out there and stuff, when it come down to the truth, guess what? It's gonna be the same way for y'all. If you seek to do the correct thing and stuff and live correctly, guess what? You're going to have bitches. I'm going to call it like that. Bitches. When it come down to females, you're going to have bitches. And then guess what? They going to have a problem against you other women and stuff who want to seek to do right in the sight of the Lord. It's going to be the same way for y'all. They're going to be seeking to, they're going to be on that whole ass shit. They're going to be trying to ruin you. They're going to be seeking to try to ruin you. You know what I'm saying? You know, and you don't want to be labeled a bitch because as in Sirach, the 26th chapter and stuff, it says a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, and we know that a female dog is a bitch and whatnot and stuff. And who gave Sirach? You know what I'm saying? You know who gave Sirach, or actually, I think in the prologue and stuff, I think his name was Yahweh Shai, but you know. But it's Jesus and stuff. But it's really Jesus would be outside. And the thing is that uh, 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 he had it's like who gave him that understanding? Who gave him that understanding and stuff? And the book of Sirach and stuff is a wise book to follow. You see, shoot, I call it a strong drink of the Lord, Shakari and stuff. I call him Sirach. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a familiar book that he tends to go into a lot and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's just just spiritual motivation. This is what I personally thought of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to it, and stuff, you know, he, who gave that understanding and whatnot. It's the Lord and stuff. So guess what? The Lord knows the behavior that would entitle you a bitch. And guess what? You females out there, if you do right according to the Lord, you know what I'm saying? If you got a husband or not, you know what I'm saying? But you do right according to the Lord and stuff, and you that not that much, you will be jealous of. They will be jealous of you. Other women who refuse to do these things are going to be jealous of you. You see? They're going to be envious of you. And guess what? They're going to be seeking to be on that bullshit with you. You see? You know, because there's no other way for them to shine. You see? You know, there's no other way for them to shine. But Salakia for, for the much rambling and talking and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's a nice day out here and stuff, but it'd be better if I was by the water. That might be a Reubenite thing. That might be a Reubenite thing, but who's to say? Right? But but man, they gonna get envious, and soon, I mean, not even soon because it's already happening and stuff. They gonna want you dead. And here's the one last thing that I'm gonna close out with this and stuff because I'm doing a lot of quotes, like it. say if you have some individuals where it's like, you know, where they just like, man, I just can't stand when that nigga around and whatnot and stuff. But guess what? They following you like people who follow vlogs, VLOGs, right? They follow you. You know, they know when. I remember the brother Matati was talking about it too in one of his sit downs. The thing is that they follow you. You know what I'm saying? You got all this big problem and stuff with these individuals and stuff. But guess what? You're on what they do all the time. This motherfucker made another fucking video and stuff. If you don't like the person, how you know that? You see? You know? It is Long Beach Griffey, Trey Rags, you know what I'm saying? You know, the people, you know, look, some people just lacks common sense, man. A lot of people lack common sense, but they gonna hate it for the sense that you have. And remember, the Lord said He gonna use babes. The Lord said that He was gonna use uh, 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 the scum of the ones who's gonna be looked upon as scum of the earth. You know what I'm saying? As to confound the wise that's in this world, so they can become fools. You see? And they tripping, they have a problem and whatnot and stuff, but that's just gonna be the story. It's the house of Saul and the house of David. The house of Saul is gonna be envious of the house of David and stuff to the point where they get to a house of Saul gonna be on that John 16:2. The house of Saul is gonna be on that John 16:2. You know what I'm saying? Where they think that they do the most high service by killing you. You see? Because that's what they want for real, because they can't shine when you're there. You know, and another point that I wanted to bring out was this: David fled. Most niggas and stuff, they'll be like, "You a bitch ass nigga and stuff." If you run, David fled because he already knew it's like if I do this to this Israelite man who happened to be a king and my father-in-law, I know the Lord gonna punish me. So he fled. You see, right? But what did Saul do? Every time Saul heard that David was still in existence and wasn't dead, guess what happened? He searched out for him to get him killed, right? So you might have some individuals and stuff, they don't like your spirit, they don't like how you are, and it's not even how you are personally and stuff, it's just the energy that your spirit gives off, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lord put that spirit in you, you see, right? And they probably might be it's like, man, I wish this motherfucker would just go. I wish, you know, say if you live around them and whatnot and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, hey, I just wish he moved. I just wish he leave. I just wish he leave. I just wish he leaves, right? And the thing is that shit wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if you left. You know why? You know why? Because think about it. If you have neighbors, you know what I'm saying, you know, or people who know of where you at and whatnot and know what you are and what you do, right? If they can't leave you alone by minding their own business, you know what I'm saying, you know, we in the age where we in the age meaning this period of time where nobody has prophecy. You know, you get your VPN and all that bullshit and stuff. You ain't hiding from nobody. You know what I'm saying? You know, you ain't gonna keep nothing secret from nobody. Regular people can get your fucking information, bro. You see, right? And this is where we walk through the valley shadow of death. You know what I'm saying? With faith, though. But think about it. If they can't leave you alone, or if they just despise you and detest you and just hate you and don't like you and stuff, if Salakia, if they can't leave you alone and they despise you and they hate you and they don't like you and stuff and the stuff that you do, if they can't on their own be like, you know what, I'm not finna even give time and attention to this because it clearly pisses me off. If they can't do that on their own and stuff, it doesn't matter where you move. It doesn't matter where you go. It don't matter, you know, how far you live away from them and whatnot and stuff. Guess what? They gonna be on some where he at or where she at. They gonna be wanting to know where you are because this is what their life consists of. You know what I'm saying? Being busybodies, trying to see what somebody else is doing. You see? You see? You know, it wasn't like King Saul and stuff. It's like as much disdain that he had for King David before he became king. The thing is that it's like, well, it's like well, at least it's like at least I don't have to worry about that nigga no more. At least I could be at peace and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let that nigga be over there and whatnot and stuff. No, he couldn't do that. He had to go kill him. And that's that Scar spirit and stuff. Because even in the Lion King, right? I just like it. Within the Lion King, Scar still had everything that he wanted. Scar could have got females. All them lions, well, well, when it come down to pride and stuff, but it was a Disney show. It was a Disney movie and stuff. But the thing is that Scar could have, what when they Kava. You know what I'm saying? He had his own little thing somewhere else in some other part of the lands and stuff. He created his own pride. That's what you call a group of lions. He created his own pride and whatnot and stuff. Because you saw that in Lion King 2 when when it was found out when Simba had a daughter. You know what I'm saying? And the daughter was liking on a descendant of Scar. I think his name was Kaba or something like that. Something with a K. You see? You know? You know? And it's like yeah, you probably lived in Pride Rock and stuff, but you could have you that's what it is about not being satisfied with the portion that you're given. You see? You know? And it's we all gonna get it. Daniel made second in command because the Lord was down with him. Them heathens and stuff, they ain't pray to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. They pray to their own gods and stuff. And guess what? They ain't come through because they ain't real. You see? And then what they were doing, they was plotting to try to get Daniel imprisoned. They was plotting for Daniel to be imprisoned and whatnot and stuff, or to be in jail. You know what I'm saying? Because they persuaded the king and stuff to make a decree. You know what I'm saying? That pretty much you couldn't really show no homage to 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 your gods. You see, and uh, and think about what they was trying to do. They was trying to cut off a connection with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and stuff. So look, these people envious and stuff, man, and they can be better, but they won't. So guess what? We're better than them. Until they get on the bandwagon and stuff, we're better than them. And I ain't saying that to be prideful and stuff. It's just the facts. If I can't leave you alone, if I can't leave you alone, if and you always my business, you constantly irritated, no matter what I say and stuff to help ease your irritation and stuff doesn't work because you infatuated with me, then ain't nothing I can do. I'm gonna be better than you. I'm better than you. You see? I'm saying it humbly too. But I don't know what else. This is what makes people better and stuff. And if you ain't trying to be better than stuff, then guess what? Somebody's gonna be better than you. Somebody gonna be better than you. We can all be better once again and stuff. But if it's always trying to shut up and step on somebody else and whatnot, or try to put somebody else's fire, you ain't in the right spirit, bro and sis. You're not in the right spirit. You all ain't shit. You see? And the Lord gonna deal with y'all, man. The Lord gonna deal with y'all. Or you gonna be made an example of how not to be. Because that shows that the Lord ain't fucking with you. Because look, the scripture says, thou shalt not covet, but covet the best gifts. And what are those best gifts? Those best gifts is Those best gifts, is covered to prophesy. You see, but they ain't doing that. They just worried about getting your position. You know what I'm saying? They just worry about outshining you and stuff, you see. But enough of those niggas. You know what I'm saying, right? Enough about them niggas. You know, when it comes down to it, if you find yourself in this situation, they just hating on you and whatnot and stuff, let's just say the water, yeah, how about you, shot. The water means thank you. It's the thought of water, the da and the ha, the water. And it means thank you. You know what I'm saying? And you say Yahweh, uh, which is the Heavenly Father's name, true name. Bahashim, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning the, and Sham meaning name. So in the name of Yahweh Shai, you see, of Yahweh Bashim Al Shai, that's what you do. You see, you know, that's what you do. That's what you this what you be on, man. You just say thank you and stuff and keep going and stuff and ask the Lord and stuff to give you the spirit to be able to endure it, because guess what? It's irritating as hell, but then at the same time, guess what? It's gonna sit up here and it's gonna sit up here and uh, uh, it's gonna fester. It's gonna fester. When you fall, they're gonna be like hit parade, yay, yay, yay. You know what I'm saying? But when you get back on your grind and stuff, they're gonna be like, oh fuck, man. And then they're gonna be saying you doing this, doing that. They're gonna be saying all types of things and whatnot and stuff. Look, Lord ain't fucking with them, but he fucking with you. And be glad and thankful for that. So I hope this video was edifying. I'd like to give all honor and glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, Wahara Kapadash, double honors to apostles of great millstone, and salutations to elect, which you hope to be. Shalom, wa Baba Kwam Yasharala.